Hi everyone, my name's Julie and I provide intuitive guidance.
And I'm Deniz from Dimensional Healing. And Julie and I, we know each other nearly for a decade now, and whenever we're traveling, we actually use our cards combined, and we thought today we might share this with you guys.
So today we thought that we would do a reading for Mercury Retrograde, which is coming on the 29th of May. And we just thought it'd be nice to have some guidance as to what the message is for the following 3 weeks, because the retrograde it's due to finish on the 22nd of June, but it would be good to just have an idea of what you need to focus on, just to help you through it.
Yeah, and what the main messages are perhaps as well. So we just tune in and see what's coming up.
Yeah, good. Just a brief overview. Mercury retrograde generally tends to focus around communication, transport, various things like that.
And a lot of people don't like it. I really like it, and that's actually another nice thing is we're both life path once, and we're both born under Mercury retrograde. So for me, I always feel really even more psychic than in the other case or the other days.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great time because you can always revisit old patterns, you can revisit what happened, and it gives you the opportunity to actually step more into your higher self and into your perfect alignment. So it's a great time, really.
Yeah, I think that's a really great point, because I've been used to hearing Mercury retrograde as a period of time where you need to be a bit, worried about not signing contracts and not doing various things, but actually it's a great period of time.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. So let's see what the message
Let's
is.
see.
So we're just going to start with tarot cards and to see what are the main messages that come out from this. So I'm going to just quickly shuffle. And they tend to jump out because there's a lot of energy happening at the moment. So let's see. Anything else? I think that's it. So we're just going to lay this out this way here first, and then we'll have a proper layout at the beginning and the end of the video so you can see what cards are coming out. So just at the bottom of the deck, which is the theme, we've got the Queen of Swords. And so this is someone who is, funnily enough, Mercury retrograde this time around is going to be in Gemini, and the Queen of Swords represents that air energy. But the Queen of Swords, because she's someone who is clear and aligned with what she wants in her life. She knows what she needs to communicate, what her ideas are, and she's very centered in that space. So that's great that she came out.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Eight of Swords. And so we've got someone here who's surrounded by swords, and the swords represent our thoughts. And you can see the lady in the middle, she's wrapped in some material, but she's free to move out of that. It's just that she doesn't see that. She feels like she's still locked into this situation. And so what this card is saying is that actually we all have the freedom to leave a situation or to change our lives. It's just that we allow our thoughts to keep us stuck in a space that isn't right for us. So just have that in your awareness, in your mind space, that you actually have the power to move out of any situation and to make your life move in the direction that you want it to. It's just your thoughts, old belief patterns that will keep you stuck there. So just keep yourself aware of that. The next card that came out was the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups, as you can see there's lots of different options, and it's about illusions. So just be aware of the illusions that you may have about yourself, because in actual fact, it's similar to this Eight of Swords. We have all these old ideas, belief patterns about ourselves that aren't really real. They're not true. They're just things that we've been conditioned to believe, whether they're experiences from our childhood or just experiences that we've had growing up and later in our life. So just be aware of any illusions and old beliefs that you have about yourself. It's really reaffirming the Eight of Swords.
Cups.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, Eight of Swords.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. And then we've got the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is a beautiful card, and a major arcana card, which is telling us to really trust in our intuition. So during Mercury retrograde, it's almost like that our ability to communicate or to think is being shifted somewhat. And so it's really about stepping into your heart space and really connecting with that intuitive side of yourself. So when you can feel yourself going into your mind and you know, starting to think, what do I do? What are the decisions to make? Really go into your heart space and allow your decisions to come from that part of yourself, because that's where you will make decisions, the right decisions for yourself. And then finally we have the 5 of Wands, and for me you can see there are people battling in that situation in this card, and it's about not battling with yourself really. Don't allow conflict to happen within you, or you can allow it obviously to be there, just don't let it really impact how you run your life. Just be aware of what's there, what's coming up for you, the old thought patterns, belief. When you have that awareness, that's when you can really make changes. It's when the beliefs and ideas, they stay in your unconscious, that's when you're run by them. But the more that you can bring them to the forefront and not let them really rule your life, then that's when you find freedom.
So nice, thank you. I love your tarot cards. Yeah.
Thanks, Denise.
Okay,
Do we want to?
maybe I go with these ones and then feels like it. So I use oracle cards, and I'm gonna ask these guys, they're all from the elemental being kingdom, what messages they have for us. All right, is there anything else? All right, okay, so we got number 64, the gift. I show you the card and you see that later as well. And for me, this fairy tells us that this time is truly a gift for all of us, because we can reflect upon the time of where we've just been through and how we shift and change our awareness to ourselves. And more we're doing it, you see she's really quite strong and she's really grounded. I feel she's really in the alignment of our self and to our higher self. So she's not just a reminder of this, but she's actually saying this is what comes out of this situation as well. And then we have the number 23, the heartless love, and it's similar to the tarot cards that Julie just read. It's always. That's why we said we're just going to need to film this. People are not going to believe it. Like, honestly, yesterday and today, the cards we did for each other, they're
always aligned. It's
totally aligned.
Yeah.
So the heartless love is talking in this case about our mindset. And these fairies remind us, don't get stuck in old patterns. Don't lose yourself in wandering thoughts, but stay in the strength, stay in the groundedness. So very similar card, I know.
Amazing.
And then we got number 41, the Lady of Unicorns, and you see a lot of beautiful community.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
wow.
Beautiful community around her. She's a reminder to stay not just grounded, but I feel this pull, even talking about it, I feel this pull to the spirit alignment, to the higher dimensions, and to stay, again, what I hear now is stay aware and conscious. Don't be afraid, don't buy into the old story of like, oh God, Mercury retrograde. It's great, more we working on ourselves, we can reach amazing alignments through this.
And it's also about not being in fear, I feel.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Like we're in such a space at the moment where
Yes.
it's like fear is the predominant thought, or,
Because people lose stability, and the first and the third card, they bring us a lot of stability. And when I look at her, the Lady of Unicorns, I feel just so much spaciousness and calmness.
Calm, that's how I
Yeah,
felt.
and just balance and harmony. So great cards. And then the outcome card is the Queen of the Day, another beautiful card. And she's again, I just see her very, very grounded. There's a few different gifts here. You have the light in her hand, and there's a pearl on the bottom of the card as well. So usually, and for me, the 4 is always about the heart, being heart-centered. And I feel like if you do end up struggling, or if, you know, another Mercury retrograde thing is that your phone might go a little bit crazy, or internet connections, technology. If it all gets too much, get back to her energy, remember her, and in the morning, just before you get out of bed, and at nighttime, just before you fall asleep, maybe reflect upon your blessings. So she will really help you to anchor that in. But I feel also like, because I said it's an outcome card, for me, it's always the last card I put out. It's for me like where we're going from here, and I feel like the shift for humanity, where we are actually becoming more aware, and where we count our blessings each day.
And I also feel the Queen of the Day, just looking at her, it's about just knowing that we're safe, that we are safe. There's nothing to fear, there's nothing, it might seem that way because of the world stage at the moment, what's happening out there, but actually, if we just remember to stay centered in ourselves and stay grounded, and to know that actually our superpower, our intuition is there, then we can let go of those fears that don't serve us.
That's right. Let's see what the other little cards have to say, if there's 1 or 2 or 3. What's coming out.
These are the Starseed cards, and they're absolutely stunning. I just love them so much. Okay, let's see what the Spirit Universe has for us. Any other ones? Beautiful. So we've got light. So I'll show you in just 1 second. It's time to reveal your radiant light to the world. And that's at the bottom of the deck, which is a theme. Like, it's time to reveal your true self, who you are, to the world. And that true self is your unique, amazing being. And so it's letting go of those old conditionings that have told you that you're not enough, that you need to be a certain way. No.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That's right. And we actually, in our personal readings, we had this card pop up, and that's why we're here right now too. True.
That's so true. Oh, amazing.
Again.
You might not understand, but we keep getting these synchronicities. Funnily enough, signs came off. And so what that is, the universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. So be aware of that. Again, intuition came out. And that is saying, trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. And then, no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There's so much for you to share.
Such a beautiful message. All of this combined. I love the combination of these.
Yeah. So
awesome. Hopefully you can get something out of this as well. I'm already quite happy with this.
Yes, we hope it resonates, and if you have any questions or comments, feedback, please leave it in the comment section or just message us directly. We'll leave our email in the description box. And then we'd love to hear from you, because this is our first time doing it.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
and we hope that we can do some more for you.
Yeah, that's right. That would be lovely. And then you can check each other's channels out as well. As
yes, exactly.
Maybe we start to combine one.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.